Living well is knowing how to lose. Epictetus knew this. Let's get real. You've been lied to your whole life. They told you that winners are the happiest people, that success fixes everything, that losing means you failed, and failing, that's shameful, that's weakness, that's unacceptable. But guess what? That's bullshit. Want to know who lived better than most billionaires? Epictetus. A philosopher, a slave, a guy who had nothing, literally, and still walked around like a damn king. He knew something you don't. Life is not about winning. It's about knowing how to lose without breaking. What we're taught the opposite. From school to social media, it's always the same script. Win more, earn more, achieve more, be better, faster, richer, smarter. And if you lose, you're invisible, you're disposable. You're not trying hard enough. That pressure? That's what's destroying you. Epictetus said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Let that sink in. You don't get to control if your relationship falls apart, or if you get fired, or if your plans crash and burn, but you do get to control how much of your soul you lose in the process. Now imagine this. You train yourself to lose well, to stay calm when life punches you in the face, to let go when it's time, without falling apart. That's power. That's wisdom. That's stoicism. Let's break it down with some real talk. You ever watched Naruto? You know who really gets it? Rock Lee. This guy has no ninja powers, none, zero. He trains harder than anyone, gets beat down, loses, again and again, and yet he smiles. He gets up. He bows in defeat. Why? Because he knows losing is just part of becoming unshakable. Now look at most people today. The second something doesn't go their way, it's meltdown mode. This isn't fair. Why me? I worked so hard. As if life gives trophies for effort. It doesn't. Epictetus would laugh and say, "You are not disturbed by events, but by your opinion about them." So you didn't get the job? Your crush ghosted you? You lost money? Okay, cry, scream, throw your phone if you have to. But then what? You gonna stay there? Or are you gonna train your mind to let go and move? That's the stoic flex, emotional strength. Not the fake kind that bottles everything up. The kind that says, "Yeah, that sucked, but I'm still here, and I'm not broken." Let's talk about Avatar, The Last Airbender, Zuko. Dude spent half the series trying to win, chasing his father's approval, the throne, the glory, and he was miserable. The moment he started letting go of pride, of revenge, of needing to win, that's when he became powerful. That's when he became free. You ever stop to wonder how many things you're holding on to just because you don't want to lose? Toxic relationships, dead-end jobs, friendships that drain you, goals that no longer fit your soul. You stay. Why? Because you're afraid of being called a loser? But Epictetus would call that slavery. No man is free who is not master of himself. If you can't walk away from what's destroying you, you're not in control. You're owned. You know what's underrated? Quitting. Sometimes quitting's the most stoic thing you can do. It's not about giving up. It's about knowing when to stop wasting your energy on dead weight. You're not a failure for letting go. You're wise. Let's flip the script. What if losing was just data? Not drama, not personal, just information. Okay, that didn't work. Cool. What now? No ego, no shame, no overthinking. That's Epictetus. You know that scene in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? Miles falls again and again and again until he stops being afraid of falling. And that's when he finally starts flying. Exactly. You don't learn how to fly by winning. You learn by falling, adjusting, and rising smarter. Epictetus said, "Difficulties show men what they are." And most people? They're exposed the moment life stops going their way. But you train, you learn how to lose without panic, without making it your identity. That's strength. So what's the takeaway here? Let go of this myth that winners are gods and losers are trash. You'll lose money, you'll lose people, you'll lose jobs, dreams, motivation, sleep. And if you don't train your soul to handle that, you'll break. But if you do, if you learn to lose with grace, awareness, and intention, you become unbreakable. Let me give you Epictetus' final lesson. Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. Then your life will flow well. Translation? Stop fighting reality. Stop begging the universe to play by your rules. Adapt, adjust, flow. That's living. Final thought is, everyone wants to win, but very few know how to lose. And that's why they're miserable. Because winning feels good, but losing without breaking, that's freedom. Look around. Most people are exhausted, not because they're weak, but because they're constantly fighting battles they never chose, trying to win arguments that don't matter, chasing goals that aren't even theirs, proving worth to people they don't respect. And it's killing them, slowly, quietly, politely. But what if you stopped? What if you dropped the mask? Drop the chase, drop the pressure to always be on top. What if losing something became a sign that you're growing, not failing? That maybe you're finally making space for something real? Epictetus didn't teach us how to win. He taught us how to endure, how to remain whole in a broken world. That's the true game. Because when life throws the next punch, and it will, you won't be pretending to be strong. You'll actually be unshaken.